Hello Ghana, hello Africa, welcome back to the channel. My name is Billy and you're watching Ghana Online TV. You know what we do. We travel all over the world to get to the best content that you can watch right over here. Street craze, entertainment, and right now we're going to have a report from the Ghana Police Service. Just guess what? Nana Addo has done it again. Ultramodern, 120 units of this amazing edifice is right over here, and I tell you, when you get here, it's more than a hotel. It's a first class ultra-modern 320 units of this amazing edifice for this police people. They are doing amazingly well. Let's give them their rights and right over here. Go to the channel and support them. Let's observe what's going to happen right over here. Let's watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we continue to enjoy those wonderful soothing views from Ghana Police Band, I'd like to also pay my respects to a few more officers. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Roads Minister, who is also member of Parliament of the Atlantic Constituency, Honorable Francis Association of the Motor Accident. It is also important to note that he is the immediate past minister for works in housing and celebrated greatly for the achievement and realization of this project. Also, this time I would like to pay to all heads of our civil services who have decided to be here to use their responsibility to support the technical needs and policy works in housing. This time, I'd like to give a special mention of the Chief Fire Officer of Ghana, CFO Julius I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of the Controller General of the Immigration Service of Ghana, who is also recently appointed chairman of the Indefatigable Accountability Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Lawyer Bobby. Well, interestingly, the colors here this morning, the official colors of the Ghana Police Service are blue and white, and also a country Olympics colors are blue and white. I'll leave it here. Also at this time, I would like to welcome especially the Director General of the Narcotics Control Commission. Director General of the Ghana Police Service has been caught up with equally important national assignments. And that score has delegated the very able Director of Prison Operations. Thank you all very much. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do some more music from the Ghana Police Band. Please take it. Please do take your seats. Thank you very much. Good morning, Your Excellency. Nathaniel Addo reporting this morning. Respectfully, may I have your permission to begin the program? Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, the top hierarchy of the Ghana Police Service, friends from the various security services of Ghana, collaborative agencies, our friends from the media, good people of Ghana, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to welcome you this morning to this ground which a few months ago, a few years ago, could be easily described as weeds and dust. But by the commitment of some persons and also the will of the government led by His Excellency, we have arrived at this day where this ground, previously seen as a place of dust and weed, is now a place of structures. Structures to house the very committed officers of the Ghana Police Service under this Security Services Housing Project Phase 3. At this time, I do know that all of us do agree that our gathering here is the doing of the good Lord, and He Himself has ordained today to happen. And therefore, if we're here gathered to observe such a solemn event in the history of our nation and in the development of our nation, it's very important to call the presence of the Lord. It is in that regard that I'd like to welcome here to the microphone Superintendent Reverend Emilia Quist to help us with a word of prayer. Shall we welcome her with a big round of applause?
Please remain seated.
Ministers, honorable members of parliament, distinguished invited guests, my brothers, sister security organizations, heads, my colleagues, former members, distinguished management of the Amandi Group of Company, Nananum, our friends from the media, my colleague junior officers as well, distinguished ladies, very emotional, very touched, very refreshed, and all what we can say is to use this to welcome His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in a special way. Mr. President, you are welcome. And also, to let you know, Mr. President, that when we came here this morning and we went around and engaging the people who have come here to witness this function, almost everybody was mesmerized by what they have seen, and it is all because of you. What a legacy, Mr. President, what a legacy. But in order to put it in context, Mr. President, let me highlight a few of the many legacies since your assumption of office you have bestowed on the police service and also to us both from the perspective of law enforcement and our welfare. The first one, Mr. President, is to look at the volume of logistics you have provided to us, prominent among them vehicles including over 4,000 motorbikes spread across the length and breadth of this country. Mr. President, that is historic, and it is one of your legacies that we will be forever grateful. The next one, Mr. President, is where we've been able to deploy policing to the doorsteps of communities which have never seen policing, such that now police has come so close to the doorsteps of the communities and the members of the communities in such a way that it has affected the dynamics of crime in this country, and Ghana has become one of the most peaceful countries in the world. What is even important is that beyond the traditional units that we have in the system, Mr. President, through your initiative and leadership, we've been able to establish 181 regional form police units made up of an average of 35 police officers with vehicles and motorbikes dotted in a network fashion across the country. Where communities who have never seen policing, where roads where armed robbers were disturbing, all these places have been covered, and working in unison with other security agencies, we can say that Ghana is at peace with itself when it comes to security. Mr. President, all because of you. Mr. President, the third one is to do with police professionalism. As you see us today sitting and running around, we are all in one uniform called uniformity, something that eluded us for years, and on your watch it has happened. Our engagement with communities, with the members of the public has improved. Our courtesies towards them have improved, and our professionalism has gotten to the level that, unlike the past, where every other day you see one story or the other negative in a sense, one insult or unprintable words against the police. All these things are gradually giving way to a professionalism that has never been seen before. Mr. President, your legacy. Mr. President, when it comes to welfare, I'll mention just two. The first one is the establishment of Police Emergency Medical Intervention Fund, where by that establishment on your authority, and which was also commissioned by you or Addo by you at the police hospital, every single police officer, irrespective of where you are, your rank, whenever you have any issue of medical and it's work-related, you are given the best of treatment wherever it is in this world, be it in Ghana or anywhere, within the shortest possible time. Mr. President, this has led to a situation where almost 20 of our people, both in Ghana and across the world, have received treatment, and all of them have come back still alive, living, and their families enjoying them. Mr. President, that is one of your legacies. We are happy. Mr. President, the last one, there are many, but for want of time, is a legacy of housing. What a wow. What we are witnessing and seeing today is not the first. The first one, the major one, in addition to all what you have done across the country, is the Dominic Abrinya one, which you commissioned yourself. And now, the second phase of that is also ongoing, and that is historic, and we will forever be grateful. Now, coming to this, we are still trying to recover from the shock we've had in terms of looking at the quality of the room the space available, and everything that goes with it. Mr. President, we want to tell you that it's not about us anymore. It's about our spouses, it's about our children. And together with them, we say thank you very much for making us also look good and committed to do our job. In concluding, Mr. President, we want to say that we are thankful, but we don't want our thank you to be in words. We want it to be in deeds. And being this, we want it to be seen by all, witnessed by all, so that in our quest to becoming the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of the world will come to pass. And we know with you and with your support and the support of your government, we will be able to lay the foundation in such a way that it will be unstoppable in terms of achieving that goal. So what are we committed to, Mr. President? We are committed to going the extra mile to show our appreciation to you by working with the rest of the security agencies to ensure that there is peace, security, law, and order, especially during this election year. And that, Mr. President, we can assure you, we will leave no stone unturned in getting to that destination. And as we do that, Mr. President, we want to assure you two other things. That we will do this by building and not destroying. And we'll do this by uniting within our ranks, within the police service, within our ranks across the other security agencies, and also across all stakeholders, and we'll unite without dividing. And when we do all this, and we are able to deliver the elections in a manner that has never happened before in terms of its peace and security, Ghana will continue to be said to be a trailblazer for the rest of Africa. So, Mr. President, it is on this note that I humbly, on behalf of every single police officer, on behalf of every single spouse of a police officer, on behalf of every child of a police officer, to say, Mr. President, and even to some extent, on behalf of our extended family, to thank you very much for being a legacy president. I thank you very much, and you are most welcome.
And other MMDCEs, Inspector General of Police, Deputy Inspector General of Police, members of the Police Management Board, Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Chief Fire Officer of the Ghana Fire Service, senior officers, men, women, and civilian employees of the Ghana Police Service, Managing Director of the contractor, Amandi Holdings Limited, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here today to commission 320 housing units for the police service in Tesano, Accra. This milestone is not just a testament to our determination to improving the living standards of our security personnel, but also a key step forward in our national quest for enhanced security and safety. In so saying, I'd like to use this platform to congratulate that long-serving, respected law enforcement officer, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yowunu, on his elevation to the office of Deputy Inspector General of Police. Responsibility for operations. I have no doubt that, as in the past, Deputy IGP Yowunu will be a good team player and contribute his full quota to the flourishing of an effective, efficient police service. This morning, we're witnessing the realization of a promise, a vision that has been in the making for some time now. The Security Services Housing Project, which we embarked upon in 2018 during my first term in office, is aimed at providing decent housing for our gallant men and women in uniform. These 320 housing units symbolize our resolve to ensuring that those who risk their lives daily to protect us have a safe and comfortable place to call home. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of adequate housing for our security personnel is self-evident. When our police officers have access to decent accommodation, it enhances their morale and improves considerably their effectiveness in maintaining law and order. It is a well-known fact that a well-housed police force is a more motivated and productive one. With these new housing units, we're taking a crucial step towards creating an environment that allows our police officers to focus more on their critical duties rather than worry about their living conditions. Today's commissioning is a clear demonstration of the Kufuor government's commitment to addressing the housing deficit within the security services. Recognize the challenges faced by our police officers and their families, and we're determined to provide solutions that will alleviate these difficulties. This project is a reflection of our broader agenda to ensure that every Ghanaian, regardless of their professional rank, has access to decent and affordable housing. Indeed, in 2018, the government embarked on the Housing for the Security Services program with the goal of increasing the housing stock for our security services. This initiative aims to provide the Ghana Police Service with the necessary support to perform their duties effectively. Since the inception of this program, the Ministry of Works and Housing, through its Housing Directorate, has worked diligently to enhance the living conditions of our security services, exemplifying government's strong attachment, particularly to the police service. Today, the ministry has delivered successfully 536 housing units under phases 1 and 2 of the program. Phase 1, which entailed the construction of 168 housing units for the then Bureau of National Investigations in Tema, commenced in July 2012 and was completed in August 2014. Phase 2 involved the construction of 368 housing units for the Ghana Navy, located at Tema New Town, i.e. Bankuman Cemetery Road, and was completed in 2018. Both these phases are currently in occupation. We are met here today to celebrate the completion of 320 new housing units at the Tesano Police Training School. These units include 112 two-bedroom Type A, and 208 three-bedroom Type B apartments, an officer mess, a social center, 2 multiple purpose playing courts, and a kindergarten school. By providing these modern, well-equipped housing facilities, we aim to improve the quality of life for officers, men and women of the police service, and help create a conducive environment that motivates them and enhances their operational readiness. This project will undoubtedly have a positive impact on the police community, serving as a model for other security services, and illustrating our dedication to delivering high-quality housing solutions that meet current standards of comfort, sustainability, and safety. The benefits of this ambitious project is a strategy to enhance the capacity of our security agencies. It goes hand in hand with our efforts to provide modern equipment, advanced training, and better working conditions for our police force. We believe that a holistic approach is necessary to create a robust and effective security system. By addressing the various needs of our security personnel, we are laying a solid foundation for a safer and more secure Ghana. It is important to acknowledge the collaborative efforts that have made this project possible. The Ministry of Works and Housing, the Ministry of the Interior, the Police Service, the contractor Amandi Holdings Limited, engineers, architects, and and all the stakeholders involved deserve commendation for their hard work. Your collective efforts have ensured the successful completion of these housing units, and I'm confident that the beneficiaries will reciprocate and appreciate and take good care of these facilities. The project is a good example of what can be achieved when we work together towards a common goal. It is a reminder that despite the challenges we may face, we have the capacity to overcome them and create a brighter future for all Ghanaians. The officers who will soon call these housing units home, I want to say that this is a reward for your loyalty and service to our nation. You are the backbone of our security, and it is only fitting that you are provided with the necessary resources to perform your duties effectively. These houses are not just buildings, they are a token of our appreciation for the sacrifices you make every day. As we commission these housing units today, I want to remind everybody that this is part of ongoing efforts to improve the living conditions of our security personnel. We will continue to work tirelessly to address the housing needs of all our security services and ensure that they are well equipped to save our nation. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to emphasize the government's obligation to supporting our security services. We acknowledge your sacrifices and will continue to invest in your welfare. So let us continue to work together, hand in hand, to build a Ghana of which we can all be proud. A Ghana where every citizen feels safe, secure, and valued. A Ghana where our security personnel are well equipped and well housed, ready to protect and serve. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I have the great honor and pleasure to declare Phase 3 of the Security Services Housing Project duly launched.
Hard-working president! Hard-working president! We are boy! Nana! We are boy! Nana! We are boy! Nana! We are boy! The hard-working president!
May God bless our homeland.
Yes!
Proud. Thank you for your attention.
Hard-working president! We are boy! Nana! We are boy! Nana! We are boy! Nana!
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
President,
Alright.
for bringing free SHS. Ghana, you continue for appreciate for good work.
Hey.
For bringing President. Nana Jutu.
Nana girlfriend.
Nana Jutu. Addo Gaga, Addo Showboy. Addo free SHS back up.
Lift your cars,